Hello. Right, we should be live. I'll just double check that I am live on my phone. Can't see me yet. I'm sure I will go live any minute now. Um, yeah, it's always a bit slow. Let's have a look. I can't see me yet. If anybody's about, can you tell? There I am. I am live. Right. Hello and welcome to Moose Jewels on the Beach and Quality Conversations. I'd like to introduce my very, very good friend, Kyle.
Hello, beautiful.
Hello. Right. Would you like to tell us your full name and a little bit about yourself?
My name is Kyle Thrower, and I was born and raised in Las Vegas, Nevada, in United States, USA. Um, I'm 58 years old, and I work on and off the Las Vegas Strip. And I've been in Trevorium for nearly 8 years now,
Wow.
and I've enjoyed immensely. I meet wonderful people like the lady Miss Moo right there, and yeah, you just meet a lot of wonderful people, and you get to go to wonderful places that other people cannot even imagine sometimes. And I was born and raised in Las Vegas, so I've been around hospitality all along. And so sometimes I do staycations at some of the resorts. So, everybody can do staycations wherever they're at, which is great. And you can do vacations around the world, 4 star, 5 stars for the price of 1 star, 2 stars sometimes. So
Absolutely.
love the place and love Moo. And yeah, just
Yeah,
enjoying.
you're saying about staycation. I remember the very, very first Zoom I saw you on. So you're on one of Todd Strand's Zooms, and you're talking about the Tahiti village.
Yeah, that's that.
Yeah,
See, that's my
and
yeah.
yeah, you were there, and you're describing it. So I booked that Dreamcation because we were supposed to be coming to Vegas for a world tour just before COVID hit, and then obviously COVID hit, everything got cancelled. But without me even asking you for any help or advice, you sent me a list of what buses to catch, what would be best way to travel, and you were just so helpful. And that was
Yeah,
without any prompting. And that's the sort of people we have in this company.
you're
Everybody just wants to help each other.
you're like my sister. I mean, I never got to meet you face to face, at least not yet.
Yet.
But why not? You tell your friends when they're coming to town, oh, this is what you need to do. So why wouldn't you tell your friends and partners the same thing? So like that specific place, actually I booked it again. It's my 35th booking with the company.
Wow.
And the first two times, like you said, during COVID, I got to get their luxury suites for $1 a day, and it
Wow.
so that was 2 weeks, so that was 14 days. But they sell that as a timeshare, so the people buying it as a timeshare are paying between 1,500 to 2,500 for what I got for 14 bucks.
What a big difference, though. I mean, that's amazing. You mentioned timeshare. With the timeshare, you've got that outlet of expense right at the beginning. It's like having another mortgage sometimes. And
Yes,
then yearly, you've got the maintenance fees, which keep going up and up and up. So our company is so much better, and yet we can stay at the same resorts and everything. And yet again, with timeshares, if you want to go not to your home week, whatever it is, you need to pay exchange rates for transferring to another week or transferring to another venue. It all adds up. Here we
I,
have none of that and no contracts.
yeah, I was talking to a person I worked downtown Las Vegas, and I go to this drugstore to grab my lunch sometimes, and the cashier in there, we talk back and forth, and she said, "Oh, I have a unit there." So she has a timeshare at this property. And so So I mean, they've had it for years, I guess, and she didn't know some of the stuff I knew about it, which surprised me.
Yeah.
And I asked her, well, how long do you have to wait for your booking? Because they have to do it like a month in advance to try to get it. And we can just point and
Oh, I've lost you, Kyle. Hang on a minute. Let's see.
Sorry about that. Somebody's trying to call. So we we just point and click, and if it's available that week, we get it.
Yeah.
So I'm going for the fourth time. Now, 2 times I paid $7 for the week, and sometimes you might pay resort fee and taxes, but you're still getting such a low price.
100%.
I did it 2 years ago. I got it for 180, I believe, 126 for a week, and it was my birthday week. I try to get it sort of at the end of the summer, and so this time I'm doing the same thing, and this time it's costing me, including resort fee and taxes, $186
That's amazing, though.
for what other people are paying thousands for.
Yeah, I mean, you can't even get a cheap motel at that price for a one night. It's what we pay is just out of this world. So amazing. Talking about your birthday, I think 1 year on your birthday you did the world tour in San Diego.
Now I can't get your sound.
Oh, have you lost me? Have you? Can you hear me?
That call bumped something because now I don't have sound. Sorry about that.
That's okay. I can hear you. Oh, I've lost you now. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay.
Oh, I've lost your picture though.
Hello?
Yep, you're right. Can you hear me?
Oh, sorry. I can see you. I can't hear you.
Okay.
So maybe I could bump out and go back in, maybe?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll
If
try
you want
that.
to use the same link. Right, while we're waiting for Kyle, obviously technical errors. Sometimes we have issues, but hopefully he will be able to come back in very soon. Here he is.
All right.
Hello.
Yeah,
Can you hear me now?
I bet you it was a spam call, and that bumped my sound. So unfortunately, that's
okay. Not a problem at all. All right. What I was saying was 1 year for your birthday, you went to the San Diego World Tour, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I did. I combined 2 trips. So one trip I booked in our net rates category platform, and I think it was like $140 for a 3-day stay.
Yeah.
And then I added it to a world tour that we had in San Diego that was only like 5 miles away in a phenomenal property, and that was called Manchester Grand Hyatt.
Yeah.
And so I was in a regular place that was called King's Inn, and then I went to Manchester Grand Hyatt and combined it. So I was there for 7 days and met my Trevorium family and had fun. And it was just too many things we could have done, but just our minimum. It was wonderful. The food at the property was great. The view, the pool, everything was great. It was right next to like the bay in San Diego. I basically I'm actually an incentive trip. I'm going back to that same area in the middle of September. So I'm not property, but yeah, that was booking. It's an incentive trip actually. And I'm going to the same area about 3 miles from that hotel, not even in the same area.
Yeah, so you can do things that you haven't done yet.
Yeah, and I remember the area, and I love that area. And that's just a small bit of the area. So everybody can find something that they like easily.
Because I think you've used every aspect of this company. You've done the free incentive trips, you've done the world tours, you've done the Dreamcation. And what's your favorite part?
It is so hard to narrow it down because you get so many different benefits and there's so many different amenities in the properties. And 4-star, 5 stars, people are treating you like you're a superstar sometimes, and you're like, I've worked in hospitality. I've been that person that's either cleaning or serving. Right now, I'm paying out people's slot payment,
Yeah.
slot winnings now. So I mean, I've seen all of the above, and the majority of the places I've gone in these 4-star, 5 stars have treated me like I don't want to say just somebody special, just like a celebrity or something. And I'm not saying who I am or where I'm from or whatever. I'm just being a normal person, and I'm getting this wonderful service, and everybody gets that type of service. Now, I've enjoyed, because dealing with time zones and airlines and stuff, I've really enjoyed just going down to the beaches in Cancun. I've stayed there
Yeah.
3 times. I've done 2 cruises to Ensenada, and those were okay. But Cancun 3 times, and Ensenada, Puerto Vallarta also was the last big one I took as well.
Yeah.
So right now, and that's just a small inkling of the possibilities.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, and you're staying in these compounds with private beaches and private pools and all-inclusive food and drinks. So you don't have to go to the regular places. You're treated like you're royalty.
100%. I mean, when you've posted on Facebook, you've actually said that you've been treated like a celebrity. That is so nice, isn't it? Just to be treated something special.
Yeah, because I
We
mean,
are everyday people.
yeah,
But we're kings and
right?
queens in this company.
Yes, yes. I've been in Las Vegas. Like I said, I've served, I've performed, in elementary school, elementary, high school, junior high, and college. I've performed on, on stages and stuff, and special events and all that. So you sort of saw how other people were treated, and you're like, wow, someday I wish I could do that. Someday I wish I could be like that person. Everybody does that. So
Yeah.
I mean it. But we didn't have to be the celebrity to do this or that. We're getting the same treatment just for being able to go to 4-star, 5 stars for prices. Sometimes it might even be free, especially if you sign up as a partner and you have commissions
Yeah.
for it.
Absolutely. I mean, I love this company, but for me, it's the family issue. So, like you were saying earlier, I'm your sister, and that's how I think of you. You're my brother, and that's how everybody in the company is. It's just that feeling of family, and that's got to be from the top, from David Hart down to everybody. It's a family orientated company, and it's something special. It's there's no words to explain it. You
No,
have to be in it to experience it.
yes, it's hard. You're like, sometimes things happen. You're like, did that just happen to me? I can't believe that happened. Like I said, I've been in the company nearly 8 years now. Todd Strand's the top money earner.
Yeah.
It like basically everybody would be considered under him, in if it was like a tree structure or whatever. But he's called me. I've called him. He's emailed me. I've emailed him. He's Facebooked me. I've Facebooked him. I have videos with us together, videos with us talking.
Yeah.
Um, and the CEO and his wife, the first lady of the company. I have videos with them. I've talked to them. His wife, David Hart and Adela Hart, I'm talking about, the owners of Trevorium. I've talked to them specifically. They might even, I don't know if they're moving an office in town
Yeah.
or
There's a new office, new building he's built, I believe. Not built, bought.
yes.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I sent him a message this morning. These people, we're connected on Facebook. One person that actually was my sponsor's sponsor, he passed. His name was Robert Hollywood. And
Oh yes, I saw the video the other day you put up.
yes, and he passed like over 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And so he was the one I did a throughway call with my sponsor, and he energized me. I was already energized. He energized me more. So every time I got to see him, I'm like, it'd be nice to be around these type of people. Like we said, we're Trattorian family. So he might as well have been my brother, and I get to see him as much. So of course it's like the video was like a memorial to him, because the first event that I went to, the first Ignite, that actually, like, the company, I guess the first one that they had, at least the first one they had in Las Vegas, I was there. I was in the front row. I took video and I took pictures. So here are people that are winning awards because they were in it. They were in it just a little bit longer than I have been.
Yeah.
And they're getting awards, and it was nice to be there. But Robert Hollywood, he got an award, and he went up, and I took video of him like a proud friend. And the words that he said were true. Yeah. It was a smaller room. It was probably 75 to 100 of us in that room. And we all had the energy. And of course, some people stay and some people leave. But he said, this is the last time you look around right now. And I have pictures to prove it. The room is as small as it's going to be at this time. It's going to be bigger every year. And that was true. I have videos from the Ignites that I went to. I've gone to 3 of them. I didn't go to the one this year, but I have video from other friends.
Yeah, it looked amazing this year.
Yeah, and not to mention, we're having them around the world. It isn't in just one spot.
Yeah.
So it's a wonderful company, like we both said. We're meeting wonderful people of like minds, and people that want to travel. So everybody wants to be around people like them, and you're like, oh, it's nice to see that. Now, I'm in hospitality. I can give my card to people I work with. They have no idea. And I want to say, oh, it's just so sad that they didn't join or they weren't interested. They're bombarded with a lot of people that, might have scams or something. This is no scam. I wouldn't be a part of it if it was a scam. If I'm here 8 years later, and back when we started, it was so much less that we had. We thought that was good. And it's grown around the world. Now we're just signed on Uzbekistan and Latvia.
Yeah. But I can't even say the name. There's quite a few of them, aren't they? Kazakhstan.
Yes, I'm trying to keep up with pronouncing some of them. You look at it and you're like, am I saying it right? But that's how great it is. We're going around the world, at least 60, 65 countries around the world. We're doing great.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. And the energy from everybody is like, oh my God, that Ignite on the weekend in Vegas, it just seemed absolutely amazing. And they're doing another one in January in not in New Orleans, in Orlando.
Yes, and I went to Orlando for one of my trips, but the destinations that they have there's so many choices. So you can get a different experience. Like the event, it was at a local hotel called the Gold Coast. And I've stayed across the street I've gone to all the hotels because I live here.
Yeah.
But I've stayed across the street twice and went to it, hundreds of times. And they have this wonderful, immaculate big pool. So I was thinking, wow, wouldn't it be nice to have a pool party over here?
Yeah.
So I'm like, my team, we could get together and have some type of event. But when we have these special events, not everybody's staying at that same property because we have so many options to do. Some people stayed on the strip. Some people stayed off the strip and they went to the event. Yeah. It's all good. We're all saving money. We're all getting wonderful experiences. And that's what it's all about. The sky's the limit for us.
Yeah, I think for me, I love the world tours because I get to meet people like you. Obviously, we haven't met yet, but one of these days, somewhere on some beach somewhere, we will meet soon.
We will, that's for sure.
Yeah. But on the world tours, you're guaranteed to meet some.
Yes.
So that's why I like the world tour specifically. But yeah, I think this company is absolutely amazing and I love it. Where did you say you're going next? Your next holiday? Vacation, sorry.
I'm trying not to book so many because they're getting mixed up now. So I still have a San Diego trip. And I might try to add on another world tour to that if my work pans out, because they're doing a world tour in Newport Beach.
Yeah.
And so all of those.
David is doing the meeting on that one, isn't he? David and Adela.
Yes, I'd like, it'd be great to go there. They're going to go to the office and all of that as well. So I've been to the office before. And
Yeah.
I'm like, it would be nice to add that on. I'm not totally sure if I can get those specific days off. It's sort of a yes, but still trying to plan it is awkward. So I have an incentive trip that's 3 days in San Diego. That's a go.
Yeah.
And then I have staycation in Las Vegas, a condo for the week, and it's Polynesian theme. It's at Tahiti, it's Tahiti Village. So, so I have Tahiti Village and I have San Diego that is planned right now, and I'm looking at other things to do. And if it lines up, just point and click, and you have it.
Wonderful. I'd just like to say thank you so very much for joining me today. It's been a real pleasure, and we will meet soon.
Yes.
So,
Love
thank you. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.
Wow, wasn't that wonderful? So I would like to say thank you again to Kyle and say goodbye and have a lovely evening. I will see you next week. Bye for now.